Emmerdale theory: Paul Lambert could end up returning to the village to work with Mandy Dingle, as the actor who played him, Matthew Bowes, has discussed a potential return to the ITV soap. Emmerdale's Paul Lambert, played by Matthew Bowes, originally arrived in the village in 2004 and was the son of Rodney Blackstock, Patrick Moore, and Val Lambert, Charlie Hardwick. Throughout the ITV soap, Paul was the center of some major storylines, and he even made TV history after getting married to Johnny Foster, Richard Grieve, in the program's first gay wedding. However, their romance didn't last for long after Paul had a one-night stand with Grayson Sinclair, Christopher Villiers. The couple managed to overcome the betrayal and got married anyway, but it seemed in the end, Johnny simply couldn't trust Paul. Johnny ended up leaving the village and moving to Australia, although Paul left shortly after to try and reconcile their relationship. Paul made a brief return to the soap in 2010, when his stepsister Nicola Wheeler, got married to Jimmy King, Nick Miles. The actor reprised his role once again in March 2015 after his mum Val passed away. He returned 6 months later in September 2015 but promptly left to move to Portugal. Speaking in a new interview with Express.co.uk, the actor who played Paul discussed the possibility of him returning to the soap. He explained he could see his character working with Mandy Dingle, Lisa Riley, in her salon. "I loved it on Emmerdale and their cast are such a great group of people," Matthew began. "I know everyone says that, but they just are fantastic, and of course, I don't know a lot of the actors there now, but the ones I do still know are lovely, and I would absolutely welcome spending any time with them. It would be brilliant. I really would love to go and work with some people like Lisa Riley. I just think that Paul and Mandy are the best combinations ever. I just think that, he's a hairdresser, and he'd work with her and she would get him into all sorts of trouble. I just think that's classic Emmerdale right there for you." Discussing why he decided to take a step back from the soap and his acting career, Matthew continued, "This is the question. Have I taken a step back from it, or has it taken a step back from me? You never know as an actor in many ways. I think the way a lot of people are viewed now is changing because we have a lot of demarcation. It's like, you get asked, what's your sexuality, what's your ethnic background? And I've always sort of skated over all of those things because nobody knows where I am from or how old I am. That used to be good, and now I think it's less good and people don't know where to fit me. For a while, my partner had children, so I was sort of half looking after them and just deciding what I wanted to do, and that was pretty much post-Emmerdale and all of that." He went on to add, "Now I have a newish, well, I say new, but in the last 4 years or so I have a nice little agency in the north who let me do exactly as I please." Matthew may have taken a sidestep from the limelight, but one project he has embarked on is being part of the Encephalitis Society. Encephalitis is a condition when the brain becomes inflamed. The actor decided to become an ambassador for the charity because his school friend contracted the illness. After getting in touch with the charity, Matthew realized he wanted to use his platform to raise awareness of it. He explained, "I realized then, because I had a small platform at the time, which I now don't have, but at the time I did, and I think the only thing that being a celebrity is good for is because it gives a voice to people who don't have one. And in this case, this was a small charity that needed a voice, and for a short time I could be that voice." The former soap star went on to add that he is taking part in the Encephalitis Society and Twitter art exhibit, which is on the lookout for budding artists to take part. "What I'm trying to do at the moment is get to people who wouldn't necessarily do this kind of thing," Matthew admitted. "I want everybody and anybody to take part." He said the charity is calling on artists to donate an original postcard-sized piece of art for an art show at the Hiscox Building, Yorkshire on June 25 and June 26, where all pieces will be sold in support of the Encephalitis Society.